So as I was saying, the arrow that you see pointed to my head is, of course, specifically meant for the actual transitions that you're going to see right below there. So let's go ahead and bring those up there. Those transitions are going to be user selectable, and you can choose as many as you wish, and then just click on them and click on the go. But more importantly, let me show you how to create the shots, edit the shots, modify them, and lay them out. So on the first row or the first column of information, you'll have your new, open recent. We're going to have the preferences as well. And those are just basically to file or to manage the projects that you use. On the edit window, you're going to have the edit shot or control E, the rename shot or control R, and the duplicate shot or control D. Those are so you can create the shots, rename them, and duplicate them. Time savings. You can then add a shot or delete a shot, and you can move on to the actual layers. We've already discussed the next pull down, which is the transitions. And so we'll skip that for now, and then last we'll go to mode. And so in mode, you have launch the screen sharing application, so you're able to share the application. You can actually configure devices, and of course in the broadcast, that's really the meat and potatoes. You're going to be able to then click on the broadcast settings, start your broadcast. Once you start your broadcast, you can then begin to record your broadcast on the server. And of course, before you do either one of those, you definitely want to make sure that you log in, as it creates some complications if you don't, some kind of server errors. And then in the layout, you're going to have the different layers there, where you can lay out your shots. So the picture-in-picture, whether you want the picture-in-picture left or right, layer visibility. You're going to have statistics, so as you're broadcasting, it tells you, what kind of throughput you're getting, and of course you can go to, or you can add layers in terms of the text. It's the how to use UStream that you see there. Oh no, excuse me, the wireless producer. The foreground is how to use UStream. The normal is just the video shots. The background is the black fill, and last but not least, the audio. And so we get down to the last menu, and that's really where you're going to be able to look at some presets. You're going to be able to jump at some layers. You're going to be able to show the camera preview. That's kind of redundant because the preview window that you have here with the cloud and the how to use UStream, that's pretty decent. In the actual UStream application, you're going to have a couple of buttons. That's settings, chat, and social, and so that's just things that you can use, or features that you can use to interact with the end users or your viewers, your audience. And then right in that row that was just showing you was your Facebook, your Twitter, MySpace, the preview window and the live window, the record button for your volume, and of course your transitions, which we discussed now. This is the third time, and you're going to be using the transitions quite often. And last but not least, where we started, which is the actual shots that we're editing. So at this point, we've covered the ground basics. This is how you switch from shot to shot. So let's say, for example, I select the first shot, I say on go, and it transitions to the live. Then I click on the next shot that's up in queue, and because I have the auto live transition, it automatically goes from a preview to the live. I can click on the next shot, and notice how the live preview then changes in accordance with the, it animates in accordance with the previous shot. On the next one, I have the 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, and C. On that one, I'm going to go ahead and double click on that so that it activates and it changes or animates from the 2 window that you see right there to the 3 window that you just seen. So it takes a little bit of getting used to. Depending on the speed of your machine, it may or may not be fast or slow. And that is basically it. Once you produce your show, you basically go to the ustream.tv, type in the name of your show and the search mechanism, click on search, and you're good to go. So it was a pleasure. Stay tuned for the next how-to session. This is Rick, the Wire.